Welcome. So, I've been wanting to do this live for a while, and I'm just getting around to doing it. But it's really something I felt so strongly about, and it was just like I was just astounded that it took me that long to figure this out. As you guys know, I like to do mirror work, right? Where you look in the mirror and you say things to yourself, nice things to yourself, empowering things to yourself, whatever it is that you need to say to yourself that day. And as I was looking at my, and I actually was doing, there's something called Insight Timer, which I use for meditation, and there is a mirror work lesson in there, and the girl's like amazing, and it's only for like 4 minutes or so not very long, and I highly recommend it. But as I was doing mirror work on this day, and I was looking at my eyes and my nose and my skin and just my features, it just suddenly occurred to me that somewhere all over the world there are people who are doing the same thing, looking at the mirror, looking at their eyes, their nose, their skin, and their features. And they might be saying nice things, they might be saying mean things, or they might be very neutral. But somewhere, someone else was looking in the mirror, and we all look the same, right? As human beings, we are born most of the time with two eyes, a nose, a mouth, with skin to protect us, and I just kept thinking, wow, our features are so. We're born the way we look. Our DNA is determined how we're born, what we look like. And the idea that certain arrangement, that your nose had to be an inch shorter or smaller, or your eyes had to be like a centimeter or whatever apart. But like that there were these mathematical things that determined whether you were considered attractive or not. It's just so arbitrary. It was just so arbitrary. I hope I can explain it, or it can come across the way I feel. But the idea that someone took a skinny person, 10 person, Caucasian person, redhead, or whatever it is, and said, oh, this is the definition of beauty. It's just arbitrary. It's not. It's someone's idea of like, oh, this looks more attractive to me for some reason, but it's not the definition of beauty. Everyone is the definition of beauty because everyone's just who they are. You're born this way. There is nothing you can control about the way you look when you're born. There is nothing. And yet, we allow others to determine how we feel about the features we're born with that we have absolutely no control about. It's just so arbitrary, and it changes so much. 100 years ago, that idea was different. 50 years ago, that idea was different. 100 years from now, it'll be different, because someone will take something and their voice will be loud enough to be like, this is the idea of beauty. This is what everyone should strive for. So, you guys better figure it out. Oh, you were born a cute kid. Good job. You weren't born a cute kid. Too bad for you. It's like, seriously? It is arbitrary. You look beautiful. You look fine the way you are. This is who you are. This is what you look like. There is nothing wrong with it. And if someone tells you otherwise, no matter who they are, be dismissive. It's illogical. It is pure illogic to say that something that was born the way it was has to change. I mean, some people have chemical disorders or things like that. Yes, those things are things that need to be changed, they're imbalances, but there is nothing imbalanced about your features unless they are influencing or being detrimental to you in your health, right? Like if you can't breathe properly, or when you have a cleft mouth sometimes and you can't do certain things, things that affect you in some way or another. But you are beautiful. Arbitrary ideas of what you're supposed to be like, please work on dismissing them, ignoring them, not giving them validation. Because, I mean, seriously, guys, just stand back for a minute and think about this. Stand back and really think about this. How could one person being born with the features they are born, how could that be wrong? I wish I had the words to tell you how I felt about this and the big haha moment that occurred to me as I was looking in the mirror, knowing other people were looking in the mirror, knowing like, it's just a nose. It helps me breathe. It's just a smile. It helps me smile. It helps me eat. It helps me communicate. If it can do all that, what is wrong with it? The answer? Nothing. Nothing. Enjoy your beauty. Be your own definition of beauty, because guess what? In a year or 2 or 50 or whatever, it will change. And maybe you'll be the ideal beauty, but that doesn't even matter. Because know that the world's definition of beauty is arbitrary, picked by one random person that was loud enough to make it popular. And then the next one, it'll be the same thing. You were born with the features you were born. It's your DNA. It's just like, it's your ancestors coming out to show your roots, to show like, hey, this was my great grandpa's. Hey, this forehead, same as my mom. They're just inherited features that tell the story of your line. And it's okay. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Hopefully I said it in the words and the best way I could, and help you just be dismissive of others being dismissive of you. Love you guys. Bye.